So we live in interesting times, and there's a lot of things that can try to steal your joy or keep you from being happy. Whether it's just the everyday run-of-the-mill comparison that we all do, right? It looks like everyone else is living their best life and we're just not. Or if you feel like you're behind and you feel like you should be further where you want to be in your career, in your finances, in your relationships, in your money, right? In your fitness. And so the problem is if we zoom in on that stuff and we focus on it, we can start feeling down and just constantly reminding ourselves that we're not where we want to be. And then we kind of get paralyzed. We get stuck. We don't know what to do on how to regain some of our joy, regain some of our happiness, maybe some of our discipline, and get to the place where we want to go and become who we want to be. In fact, I heard a guy say the other day, we should focus on what we want to want and then start implementing little things to get us there. But I've also found that there are a lot of people that they don't know what they want to want yet, and that's okay. So I want to give you 3 things to focus on to maybe pull yourself out of a rut and hopefully get a little bit more joy back into your life. See, I believe that life happens in the meantime, right? Like that we all have things we want to accomplish, goals we want to reach, but today is the meantime of life. You've heard the phrase, right? Well, we're going to do this, but in the meantime, we're going to do this. That's where we live. So I have 3 things that I focus on in the meantime, and that's my mindset, my money, and my movement. And if those 3 things are healthy, then usually most of the other things in my life follow suit as well. So let's say that in your meantime, you're feeling a little down. What should we focus on first? We need to focus on our mind. Where is the focus of our mind? Scripture says, and you might not believe it, but that's okay. You don't have to, because this passage can go for anyone in life, whether you're a Christian or not. And it says that we should be transformed, that our life can be changed by the renewing of our mind, that we can change our life by changing our mind. When do we do that? Sometimes once a quarter, a couple times a year. I think we do it every day. We should be focusing on what we're focusing on every single day of our life. Again, here's another passage in the book of Ecclesiastes. And again, you don't have to believe the Bible, you don't have to believe in Jesus, you don't have to be a Christian for this to be a passage that resonates with you and makes sense. So hang on, let me read it for you and listen closely. Just kind of listen to these words because they're a lot of fun. It says, "Seize life, eat bread with gusto, drink wine with a robust heart. Oh yes, God takes pleasure in your pleasure." You ever heard that before? "Dress festively every morning. Don't skimp on colors and scarves. Relish life with the spouse you love each and every day of your precious life. Each day is God's gift. It's all you get in exchange for the hard work of staying alive. Make the most of each one. Whatever turns up, grab it. Do it heartedly. This is your last and only chance at it. For there's neither work to do nor thoughts to think in the company of the dead, where you most certainly are headed." Now that might sound discouraging, but it's actually really encouraging because it's the idea of, hey, today's all you get. In the meantime of life, you get one day at a time. And so today I want to change my mind in the mindset of, hey, I can be happy. I can believe good things are going to come. I can enjoy wearing nice things. I can enjoy my meals. I can enjoy my relationships and the people around me. I want to focus on that. So in an effort to keep this video short, I'm not going to spend too much time on each pillar, but you need to think about what you think about. If you're only watching junk on social media or only watching negative news, you're going to think negative. But if you want to pull yourself out of a little bit of a hole, you need to watch and consume things that are inspiring, right? And so you can start to change your mind slowly each day by focusing on what you're focusing on. And if we're doing the right things to have a healthy mindset, we're going to begin to have a healthy life. So the 3 pillars of in the meantime are mind, money, movement. So the second pillar is money. Okay, this is gonna be really short, but if your money is not right, you're not gonna feel right on the inside. What do I believe is a good goal to have your money right? I'm a pretty big believer in not having consumer debt. The only debt we have, which I guess is consumer debt, is the mortgage on our house. But our cars are paid for, and I'm not paying payment on anything that I already own, right? I own them all other than the mortgage on my house and my bills. And then secondly, I wanna budget. I wanna know where my money is going growing each month. The goal for this is the more peace and joy I have in my money, the more peace and joy I can have in my life. This isn't about chasing gurus on TikTok or Instagram or whatever that are telling you can make $1 million a year, drop shipping things or flipping houses or whatever. If that works for you, that's great. I'm just talking about a baseline level of peace and joy in your finances. So if you're like, man, yes, I'm in a hole, my money's a mess, sit down, create a budget for the month, make sure you're not spending more than you're earning, and do whatever you can to get out of debt. I'll talk a lot more about this on my channel at different times, but those are my deepest beliefs about money. All right, we're getting close to the end because now I'm gonna talk about movement. In the meantime of life, you can bring more joy and peace in your home if you're thinking about three major things: your mindset, your money, and your movement. Movement, I'm talking two things, both physically, how you move your body, because if you don't move it, you lose it, I don't know. But you eventually will not have the healthy, robust lifestyle you could have if you're not moving it. But I'll also talk about movement in the sense of your relationships. What do your relationships look like? Are you spending time with people that lift you up, that encourage you, that blow wind into your sails, right? That when you call them with something good to say, they celebrate, they don't tell you about something good that happened to them. If you call them with something bad, do they just sit in it with you and don't tell you how you need to fix it, unless they do need to tell you? But I just mean in general, what's your life moving like? First of all, I'm huge on making sure that you're physically active. I don't know, start really small, taking some walks, jump that up to some jogs, but if you can lift some weights, get your muscle going. I read something about how we age when we stop using our muscles. Muscles are the #1 correlation to aging. So make sure you're moving and you're staying healthy, you're having a healthy diet. And then when it comes to friendships, make sure you have the right people in your circle to lift you up, not to push you down. And I understand that a lot of this can seem really simple, but I think it's the simple things of life that we overcomplicate. So I just wanted to make a real quick video on if you're feeling down, how to get happy, how to regain your joy. Begin to focus on these three areas of your life. Find little tiny wins that you can implement every day with the people around you, with your decisions, with your discipline. And I don't think it takes very long. I think a month, 2 months, 3 months, you could see my life is starting to transform. Why? Because we started changing our mind, we started changing the way we look and think about our money, and we started to move, to get active, to be physically fit and healthy. So that's my hope for you. If it encouraged you, if it inspired you, if maybe you learned a little something, then I would love for you to like it, hit a comment, and even subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend. And my hope is that little by little, I can share a few things that can help you live a full, meaningful, joyful, peaceful life in the meantime. And at the end of the day, we can enjoy the here while we're trying to get there.